It really is possible to stick to a budget and still serve looks. I challenged myself to get the most pieces, the best quality, at the lowest cost, and you won't believe what I found on SHEIN. Okay, real talk. Between rising prices and trying to look cute, it can feel like you have to choose between budget and style. But what if you don't have to? In this video, I'm showing you how I got the most SHEIN pieces with the best quality and the lowest price. No compromises, just smart shopping. So let's get into it. So I tried to do a no spend for the first 3 months of the year, and honestly, I feel like I did well. Did I stick to it 100%? No, but I tried my absolute best. I mean, it did work. I saved a lot of money. I didn't buy things unnecessarily. I stopped using Amazon completely to the point where I realized that I had a little bit of a problem, that I knew if I ordered something, I would have that instant gratification and get it within the next couple days. What I tried to do is mentally shift my focus from buying things right then and there, and I would sit on them to see if I actually wanted them and I actually needed them, or if I could find them for cheaper. So this was my first SHEIN order, my first shopping order since I made that commitment. And honestly, it was a little bit tough because I haven't bought clothes in a minute. So I'm going to walk you through how I set the tone for myself when ordering these pieces. So first I want to mention that I did set a budget for myself. Now I literally added everything I saw to my cart, and my cart at one point was like over $400. And I was like, whoa, 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 Megan, pump the brakes, because you do not need $400 worth of SHEIN clothes. What if they don't fit you? What if the material's not great? Like the quality sucks? What if it's not actually what you're looking for? And so I went through every single piece in my cart, and I went to see the reviews, and I saw how they looked on other people, saw what other people were saying about them, and I cut that down in half. So realistically, I ended up spending $200, just over 210, I think it was. So I spent $210, and my goal was that I would have these pieces not just seasonal, but also so that they could create staple pieces in my wardrobe and I would get multiple outfits out of them. And so this kind of leads me into my shopping strategy. Basically, how I filtered through my SHEIN cart is, yes, I made sure I looked at the reviews. I made sure I looked at the sizing guide, because every piece has a different sizing guide, and sometimes a small fits like a small, but then a medium also fits like a small. So really making sure that these pieces were fit to my body type. And it didn't matter if I ended up getting a large or a medium. I didn't get any smalls because I genuinely don't trust SHEIN with smalls. The mediums, like I've already taken everything out of the packaging. They look great. Everything looks great. I haven't tried anything on yet besides this top that I'm wearing right now. Slay. Everything I'm hoping fits me correctly and doesn't look too baggy. It doesn't look cheap. I ended up getting some shoes as well. The shoes are hard because I've purchased shoes from SHEIN before. Fun fact that my wedding shoes were actually from SHEIN. Believe it or not, they were so comfortable. And then my after party shoes were also from SHEIN. Shout out SHEIN on the wedding day. Yeah, so I ended up buying these boots. I looked at the sizing guide. It said a 40 or a US size 9, which I'm an 8.5. And I was like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I would rather have something bigger than have something smaller so that I can actually wear it and it's not going to hurt my feet. So some of the fabrics, when I was going through, I knew that there are certain stores that have better quality than others, and you can find reviews about these stores all over social media. I like to do my research on TikTok. If someone's talking about a SHEIN store, I will make a mental note of that or write it down somewhere or go to the actual SHEIN store, and I'll make sure that I'm like looking through to see how the quality actually is. One thing that I really find interesting is that a lot of like Zara dupes will be on there. I've found Aritzia dupes, Skims dupes. Like there's so many dupes, but it's how is the quality? How does the quality line up to the actual item from these name brand stores? It's funny because Misguided, and I swear to you that it is the same stuff and it's at a fraction of the price. I've also seen really good reviews on Shein Bay, Musera. Those are the ones that I have tried and true. I trust those stores to give me good quality. And those are the ones that I find I'm repeating time and time again, making sure that the pieces that you're looking at are higher quality and they have reviews on those stores. And also just like looking at the photos in the reviews. That is the highest ticket quality piece of advice that I can give you, is look at the photos. Because if it looks cheap, if it doesn't fit properly on different body types, you know that it's probably not going to work. And why would you waste your money? I know it's cheap, but at the end of the day, like, if you have 5 items that were $10 each that don't really look great, that's $50 that you could have spent on a better quality item that you'll actually wear. So make sure that you're shopping with the intention and you're balancing out these trends with staple pieces as well. For instance, like linen pants right now are in. So many people are wearing linen pants. And honestly, like, I have a pair of linen pants. I got them from Italy. They're great. Do I wear them all the time? No. I have one pair. And that one pair, I find I'm not gravitating towards it as much as like other pairs of pants. So I'm good with that piece. So I don't need another piece of linen pants because I know that I'm not running to those, and they are good quality. So it's like, why would I get something from SHEIN that's like lesser quality that could be see-through? And again, I know I'm not going to wear it. So try not to follow those trends, in the sense that if you see it on someone else, you maybe can come up with one outfit, but it doesn't really fit your closet, in the sense that it's not really like your style. Or if you do want to branch out to those linen pants, then I would suggest like maybe creating a couple different styles, or looking on Pinterest to see how people are styling them, to then get a better idea, so that you can fill maybe a bunch of outfits with those linen pants, instead of just like buying them and being like, oh, I don't know what to do with these. So make sure that you're doing your research before, if you really want to end up like saving money and budgeting for this order. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys each piece that I got, and I'm going to be rating them out of 10 on the price, the quality, and the feel. Okay, so the one that I'm wearing right now is the Misguided striped knit cropped vest, button front, sleeveless tank top. I think that they're just like adding a whole bunch of different words to maybe boost the SEO on this one. But this was $14.45, and it is from Misguided. It has 66 reviews. I actually looked at them, the size guide. It's telling me I'm a size medium. I did buy a size medium. It fits me great. It's awesome in the arms. I feel like it's not going to be showing any bras. It's not too low. It fits me great in the body. The length is amazing. I can wear these with jeans or jean shorts, and it will look put together. The material is nice. It's like a nice knit. It's light. It's breathable. I feel like it has good shape to it. For price, I would give it a 10 out of 10 actually. It's pretty cheap. The quality, I would probably give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. For the feel, I would give it probably an 8 or 9 out of 10. Like, this feels like a good quality piece. Like, this is something that I would wear continuously over and over and over again. And I didn't know that I was a stripes girl, but here we are. So this is the only piece that I got from Musera. When I opened this out of the packaging, it was actually, it surprised me, because it does feel like something that you would get from like Aritzia. I can't pinpoint what exactly material this is. It is the Musera fitted long sleeve top. I love this style because I feel like the body's like tight and it's cozy, and then the arms are so long that it's like, I don't know, it just kind of gives this like sexy, sensual, cozy loungewear vibes. I don't know, I love it. It's so soft, it's so light. This is something that I would find at Zara or Aritzia. And you guys, this was $9.79. $9.79. This one has over 500 plus reviews, so I knew that I was in good hands when ordering this one, and I got it. It recommended a size medium. I got it in a size medium. Just to preface, I did end up using, I had a code or something, so it actually like reduced these prices even more. So this top that I'm wearing ended up being $16.70, and the Musera top ended up being $7.25. For this one, I would give it a 10 out of 10 plus plus for the price. The quality, I would give it an 8 or a 9. It is stretchy, so that's nice. Probably a 9. And then the feel, I would probably give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. This next top was the first thing that I put into my cart and was kind of like the reason for the order, but I think this is like my least favorite SHEIN piece out of the whole haul. And maybe my mind will change once I try it on, but I swear I had one of these when I was younger. But this is the SHEIN Easy Wear. Okay, this is another store that was slipping my mind. So this is the SHEIN Easy Wear Women's Simple Solid Color Long Sleeve T-shirt. So this is very casual, very versatile. In the photo, this is much more like a a lemon yellow. This to me is like a banana yellow. And I was made to believe that it was like a little bit more pastel-y than this turned out to be. Not really the biggest fan of this yellow color, but I do like the style of this top. I think that it'll be very flattering with a pair of jeans or like a tight skirt or even just honestly leggings. The material is quite nice. Like it feels like it's thicker, definitely like cotton, breathable. It's a bit heavy, so I know that it's like good quality. And I honestly think that this, for the price of it, is pretty good. I ended up with the discount. It came to $13.35. So yeah, you really can't complain when the prices are this good. And honestly, like it's not bad quality. It's not terrible and it fits great. So for this one, I would say the price, I would give it probably like a 10 out of 10. The quality, I would give it probably like an 8 out of 10. And then for the feel, I would give it probably a 9 or a 10 out of 10 because it is quite soft. Okay, I don't have a lot of skirts. And by I don't have a lot of skirts, I mean I think I probably have 2. Skirts are not really my friend per se because I have like a small waist and a bigger behind. So I find that the skirts that fit me in the waist are too short. And if they fit me perfectly in the behind, then they're too big in the waist. So this one, I was praying for the best. I really wanted a black leather skirt, and this one was the best one that I could find. This is the Sweetra Elegant Retro High-Waisted Pleated Brazilian Leather Side Slit Flared A-Line Mini Skirt. And it has like a little slit in the bottom that just like adds that little like sexy flair. And yeah, the waist on this one does fit me. I do think I'm gonna have to wear shorts with it because yeah, we have that problem of having a big booty. For this one, I ended up paying with the discount $9.42. I would probably give this a 10 out of 10 for price. Quality, I would give it, I mean, it is really nice. I'd give it a 9 for quality, and for feel, I would give it a 10 because it does feel like leather or leather. I have a pair of leather pants, but I need a new pair because the ones that I have are pilling, or like the leather is like ripping off of it and it's not very flattering. So I need a new pair because I've had those ones for so long. I did some research on these pants because I am a tall girly. I'm 5'6". Okay. So I ended up getting the, these are the SHEIN tall high-waisted pleated, stretch leather black leggings. And I really like these because on the sides, like they have this like textured look. And then at the bottom, they have the slit. They suggested I get a medium in these. I ended up getting a small just because like the tall small I think would fit me better than the tall medium, because if it was regular medium I feel like that would fit me because of the length, but a tall small would fit me perfectly in the legs. For these ones I ended up paying $18.81, so the price is a little bit higher on these compared to the shirts. So I would give this probably like an 8 or a 9 for the price. The quality, I would give it probably again like maybe a 7 or an 8. And then for the feel of them, I would give them maybe like an 8. I would give them an 8. So this next one is the Women's Sexy Backless French Knit Striped Long Sleeve Slim Fit Top. So I fell in love with this top because of the back on this one, how it's lower than the front. And I think it's just like, it's so cute. It's such like a ballerina, very versatile top. And so this one, it recommended a size medium. I ended up getting a size medium. And so this one ended up coming to $9.70. So 10 out of 10 for the price. And then the feel of this one is really nice. Like I can tell that it's super stretchy. So I would definitely give it like a 9 or a 10 for the feel. And then the quality, I'm thinking that this is a little bit cheaper just because like it is like fraying a little bit and like strings are falling off. So I would maybe give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. So it's funny because this girl that I follow on Instagram, she ended up posting pretty much this exact top, but she had ended up getting it from Aritzia. And so I was shocked because I was like, there's no way that I just found an Aritzia dupe on SHEIN, and I had already ordered it. So I was like really excited to get it. This was one that I was going back and forth about just because like I didn't know how it would fit, if I could style it, but I think it's actually really, really cute. I feel like I could wear this with like the leather pants. I could wear it with jeans. I could wear it with a skirt, with like dress pants. And I love the color. I am loving the yellow. I think that it really complements my skin tone and my hair. So this one is the Misguided Sleeveless Waistcoat. They recommended a size medium. I got a medium. This has like 86 reviews. I've looked at the photos. They're all really great. And with the discount, this one came to $16.70. This one was a little bit pricier for tops, so I would put it to like an 8 or 9, probably an 8 out of 10. The quality of it seems to be pretty good. It feels like a blazer, like a light fabric blazer. Quality, I would give it an 8 or 9 out of 10. And the feel on this one, I would give it maybe a 8 out of 10. This next item is from the store SHEIN Bay. This is the SHEIN Bay Women's Solid Ruched Crewneck Casual Camisole. And this one's really nice. I've already showed this one to my mom and she absolutely loved it. She was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I have to agree with her. This is something that I could wear with jeans, with a skirt. Again, like for work, I think going out, it would just be so perfect. I got this in a size medium. It recommended a size medium, so I just went with it. And this has over 1,000 reviews. So I knew again that we were in great hands. I got the burgundy color because I feel like I didn't want to get black. I didn't want to get brown. I wanted to get something with a little bit of color. And this is honestly so perfect. I really do love this top. This one, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the price because it was $7.07. $7.07. 10 out of 10 for feel, 9 out of 10 for quality. This next one, again, is from Misguided. It is a set. I mostly fell in love with this knitted sweater. It is quite heavy. Like for a sweater from SHEIN, this is heavy. I love the arms on this one. I love how long they are, and I love this cuffed sleeve. I got it in a medium only because the skirt, I feel like the top could be a little bit oversized. The skirt, I needed it to be in a medium for reasons that I've mentioned earlier. This one was a little bit pricier just because it is a set. So it ended up coming to $38.71. But if you divide that by 2, it's basically like $19 a piece, which again is like still kind of expensive, considering like it's just like a knitted material. I would give it like a 7 out of 10 for the price. The quality, I would probably give it like it looks great. So I would give it like a 9 or a 10. And then for feel, definitely like a 10. Like this is actually really soft. Last but not least, for clothing, this one was kind of an impulse buy, but also not. My friend at work, she always says like, I'm just a girl. And so I got this in a size large. I liked it because it was like off the shoulder, baggy, very like boxy. And I think it would be really cute with like flared jeans and Uggs, like something just like very casual. And so I saw this in many different other styles of like a t-shirt, a sweater. And I was like, I don't know which style I want. But then I saw this one and I was like, you know what? This is perfect because it's like very loungy. It's very Megan May. It was $9.40. So 10 out of 10 for the price. The quality, I don't know. It's kind of giving like 7 or an 8. And the feel of it, again, like maybe a 7 or an 8, just because it doesn't feel like a normal t-shirt. Like it feels like just fabric that they've like stitched together, cut out, and then imprinted this like design on it. But I'm hoping that the design doesn't rub off in the wash. So I'm going to wash it inside out and then we'll see how it goes. But now moving on to the boots. I wanted something that had a heel that was leather, black. Backstory here. I have a pair of Princess Polly white high, just under the knee boots, and I absolutely love them. They look so good with everything. They make my legs look great. They're super comfortable. And I wanted something like that, but just to contrast it. So that's why I went with black. And these are just like a different style because they are a rounded toe. The ones that I have from Princess Polly are a pointed toe. But these again are just like, they're so nice. You guys are gonna not believe it when I tell you that I only paid $47.63 for these. There's nowhere in the mall that you could get a shoe like this for that cheap. And honestly, like I have worn them around the house and they're pretty comfortable. Like they're not bad for SHEIN, like not bad. Like I said, my wedding shoe was SHEIN, my after party shoe was SHEIN. Those ones hurt a little bit, but like overall, $47 for these, slay. easy to get on and off. These are a size 9, so they're a little bit bigger. But again, like I would rather have a bigger shoe that is comfier and doesn't hurt my feet than a smaller shoe that does. And then because I'm into doing my own like false cluster lashes, I ended up getting 2 pairs of lash extensions. And then I also got a gua sha and a face roller. The face roller and gua sha ended up coming to $2.57. And these eyelashes came to, well, one of them came to $7.99. And the other one came to $5.06, which honestly is cheaper than buying it off of Amazon. So we'll see how these go. I think there's like 600 lashes in one and 500 or 400 in another. So honestly, like, again, it's cheaper than buying it on Amazon and they do the same stuff. So do I think that it was worth it? Do I think that the cost equals the value? 100% yes. Like if you see the pieces that I got and the quality for the price, like, yes, I believe that. If you would have asked Megan a couple years ago when I was just like buying fast fashion and like not really doing my research, not looking at the reviews, not looking at the different stores and finding the reputability of them, I have made some mistakes on SHEIN and I regret those. And so this time I actually made it a mission to sit on my cart to be like, do I actually need this? Do I want it? Am I excited to get this package? That to me was telling that I wanted some items more than others. And to me, I only picked the items that I feel I would truly get wear out of and that would serve a purpose in my closet. So overall, I got 14 items for $210.36. So roughly $15 an item, which is pretty good considering I got a pair of shoes as well. But I feel like it's actually 15 items because I ended up getting the set. So if I divide it by 15, then it works out to $14.02 an item. Do I think that's worth it? Absolutely, because you can't get 14 items for $200 at the mall. And like I had mentioned, like I feel like some of these could be dupes, like that one blazer top. I feel like that's a dupe for an Aritzia top that costs probably $120. Who knows? But I know that it's more than $16.70. I feel like sometimes you have to go looking for these items and it might take you a minute to find them. But when you find them, trust me when I say that it'll save you so much money in the long run than just like buying it off of Aritzia when it could potentially be the same quality. So overall, yes, I am very happy with my purchases. I'm happy with spending $200. I feel like that was perfect. I have no buyer's remorse. I am very happy with everything. And my wallet is happy as well because I'm not breaking the bank for these items that I potentially would only wear once. So some takeaways that I want to pinpoint here is that I want to encourage mindful, guilt-free spending. So as long as you're setting yourself up with a budget, creating realistic expectations for the clothing pieces that you're picking, doing your research on the clothing pieces and making sure that the sizing fits you, then honestly, like that to me is a win-win situation. And when you receive the items, there should be no surprises and you should be knowing exactly what you're getting. And if you end up creating a monthly fun money fashion budget, make sure that you're spending within your means and this budget isn't just looking at things that you'll only wear once, but you're building this wardrobe and this capsule that you can continuously wear time and time again. So there you have it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this SHEIN haul and I hope this gave you some budgeting tips for those fashion lovers out there. And I know SHEIN isn't always the best, the creme of the creme, the cream of the crop, but there are some good finds on SHEIN. So when you find them, don't sleep. They could be dupes for some of these higher name brands and it could be saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. My name is Megan May. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more fashion and finance content. For more fun ways on how to save your money, click over to this video right here. Again, my name is Megan May. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Megan May out.